Hey everybody, it's Tim with Broken Dice. Been a quick little channel update. I finally got that unit of 40 pikemen for my Successor Kingdom's army done. Now, before we get into this video, I want to put the caveat out there that I had gotten these when they first came out. I assembled them very quickly, and I never primed or painted them years and years ago. So instead of going back and disassembling them and doing a much better job at assembly and stuff, I thought I'm just going to go ahead and paint these guys up. They're not the best models. They're not the best assembly job. They're not the, so, but I think I'm using this unit as a nice practice because I got 140 more of these guys to do. So there's going to be a lot of pikemen on the table. But anyway, if you see things in the video that you think, hey, wait, why did you do that? Remember, I put these together a long time ago. I really just wanted to get this unit done. Get into this, see how I want to do this project. I mean, I like the models and everything. It was just my performance when I was putting them together. They were just wide gaps in the arms and all. It was just horrible. Just horrible. Horrible job. But that being said, I went ahead, jumped in, and on the table, I don't think they'll look too bad, too garish. The one thing I didn't do this time around is I didn't use a lot of washes. I wanted them to be kind of bright, and I didn't want to dull anything down like I normally do and dirty things up with my washes and stuff. Even the pike itself, I didn't put a wash on there. Now normally they would be, I would think historically they would be a little darker because you would put some sort of weather resistant material on there where whether you oil them down, wax them, do something where they would have like a different sheen to them, where with this, I didn't do that, so I just kind of left them as they are. And I put the shield transfers on, which are water slides from the Warlord games that came in the box with them. Been a long time since I actually did water slides, so that was kind of funny getting my technique down with the tweezers and trying to get that wet paintbrush to slide that little transfer off into place and stuff. So it was kind of interesting to revisit that. Yeah, like I said, these are from Warlord games. I got them, God, years and years and years ago. Like I said, I just wanted to get in and get some of these guys done. But I think on the table, they got the big bronze shield, and the big pikes and stuff. A lot of detail, unless you pick them up and look at them really, really close, you're not going to see it anyway. But I know it's there. So if you see it on the video, you'll know it's there. I'm not hiding it. I'm not trying to say this is some great job that it's really not. But they'll be fine on the table. But let's take a look around here. I use a lot of this red from P3 is what I used on all the uniforms. It's I did a video, I think it was the last video I did. I talked about sometimes I get infatuated with a color and I try to put it in too many different places in too many different armies. And so I think that's what's going to happen with this one. I'm trying to refrain from doing this red too much, but I do like the way it turned out. Although I think it really I need to thin it down even some more. Yeah. And so the white is my go-to, this marrow white from P3. And let's see, the black on the beards is I forget, what is this called? The Mar black, usually for the beards and hair and that sort of thing. Some of the trim was done in this battlefield brown. The sandals and boots were done in bootstrap leather. I think that's bootstrap leather. And the bronze on the shield is my standard molten bronze that I've used. I've had this one bottle, I don't know for how long, for years, and I've done a lot of ancients with a lot of bronze helmets, and it's still got paint in it. Seems like it never ends. And then the tips of the pikes were done in my standard pig iron that I like to use. Like again, I've had this pot of paint forever. It just never seems to empty. Um, the skin tones, I think I should have went a little darker with the skin tones, but again, just variety. Just I don't know, instinctually, I just did this. Uh, a lot of it, I started with a flat flesh from Vallejo, then a medium flesh tone, and then probably a basic skin tone. Different skin tones on the different models and stuff. And sometimes I use the light as the base and then work my way down, and then sometimes I work my way up. So whatever. That's just one of those things that I do just to break up the monotony of doing the same sort of thing over and over and over again, which is funny when you think that, well, I'm doing a pike block of 40 dudes. The pike shafts were done in one of my favorite colors. It's this game color, this bronze flesh. I use that for like blonde hair. I use it for new wood tones, like with the shafts of these pikes. Um, I use it for a lot of different things, and different washes make as you finish make it look a little bit different. So it's one of my favorite sort of little colors that I just kind of use in a lot of different ways. Just because it says it's flesh tone, that doesn't mean that that's where it should stay. Is just with flesh tones. So that's it. Next up are some heavy cavalry from the Macedonian heavy cavalry, and then I think I'll be right back into another unit of pikemen. So that's yet to be seen whether how far along I get into that. Then I'm also working on some scatter terrain pieces, just some nondescript, like different woods and stone and just different things to put on the table, give a little different variety and stuff. Um, but other than that, that's all I've gotten done. It took me 2 weeks, but I finally got them done. So hopefully it won't take me 2 weeks to do these 8 cavalry guys. If it does, the wheels have come off horribly. If everybody likes this, give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Do all that stuff. Us gamers, we got to stick together. I'm watching a lot of videos, a lot of good stuff out there. My goodness, sometimes I sit in amazement of the quality of the paint jobs some people do. I'm just paint to put my models on the table and play a game where some people, that's what they say they do, but God, they look like pieces of artwork. So to every one of you that can paint so well, I say kudos and I say thank you for the inspiration. But that's the end of this video for me. You guys stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next time.